guys, what's up? So in this session we are going to see what is CRISP modeling framework and how it helps and how can we use it and when should we use it and why should we use it. So let's get right into it. We will start with the what is CRISP DM, that is CRISP modeling framework. The definition of CRISP is data mining technology or methodology or process that provides a blueprint for conducting a data mining project. That's about it. If you see the CRISP actual expansion of CRISP is CR for cross, I for industry, S for standard, P for process for data mining. So it's a cross industry standard process for data mining. So this was actually being implemented in 1996. It was founded by major companies like Dial, Morons Industry Solution and Sayer, and these companies they have actually implemented in around 200 data mining users and tools, and then they came up with this model. Let's get in detail and understand where this definition was used were, and as you can see, this is the definition which I already told you, and make a note of this definition and make a note how it helps this CRISP modeling framework, because this CRISP DM provides you a roadmap that's really important. It gives you best practices and provides you structures for better and faster results of using data mining. So that's why we go for CRISP modeling framework, and that's how it helps the business. I know we will see why, oh, and when. So this is actually founded by now for major companies. As you can see, Daimler-Benz, ISL, NCR, and OHRA. OHRA basically a German-based company, and all they worked together in 1996 and came up with this model. This is a non-proprietary, documented, and a freely available process. That's why they actually designed it, and that's how they designed it. So everybody can use it. So here's the actual model. You might have noticed this diagram an n number of times whenever you go to Google and type CRISP, or maybe in your academics, or you might have noticed this diagram quite often. So we are not going to in detail about the diagram. It is self-explanatory. It starts with business understanding, ends with the deployment. So let's understand each and every module, and you will get to know how these functions will perform. We'll start with business understanding. So business understanding is where you convert a business objective, or you understand the project from business perspective, and then you converted the to data mining subtasks. So you convert a business objective into a data mining objective or a data mining tasks, where you can apply technologies for modeling technologies into it. That's all is about business understanding. There are four main major tasks that we have to focus in business understanding. It starts with determining business objective, where you actually focus and understand what is the true goal of my project and what are some of the important factors that we need to know about the business. And then the second is assessing the situation where to list out what are the assumptions that we need to make, what are the cost benefit analysis that we need to do. And the third is determine data mining goals, where you set objectives for the team or the business. And then you fourth is very provide a project plan, where you set specific outlines, and he also proposed a timeline. And you see, these are all the tools and techniques that we are going to use, and that is business understanding. Next comes the data understanding. This is the phase 2. Their understanding starts with the initial collection of data, and where you increase the familiarities with the data, right? And you also have to create a hypothesis based on the data quality and the data that you already have. If you have any interesting data sets, you can provide an initial hypothesis with the hidden information that you have collected. Now here again, we have full major tasks. It starts with collecting of the data, describing the data, exploring the data, and data quality. It's self-explanatory, but I will just go through it. Is so data collection is where you collect and acquire the data, and you if you see there is any problem that you have encountered, you have to make a note of it, and describing the data is where you actually examine the surface of the data. And if you see any problems the that you have during the acquiring the data, and then you also have an option to see what are the formats that we can set and how much quality and quantity that you have. And you can also set records and fields in tables. All this we can do in the description of data. Here the major question or an important question to ask is, does the data that I have acquired satisfy the requirement that I set in the business objective or in the business understanding? That will help you understand, okay, I have got the enough data. So the third is actually explanation of the data, is where you create a data exploration report, and then what all your first findings or your initial hypothesis that you have, and you give it as explanation report. And the fourth is the data quality, which actually a significant task. Here what we do here is actually here is actually the attribute, and then we see there is any blank fields, or if you see any spelling mistakes of the values, we just make a note of the quality of the data that you have. That's all we do here. Also, if you see anything with any conflicts in the data, you can mention that as well. So that's all we do in data understanding. Third phase is data preparation. And data preparation, what we actually do is, now we have the data, we acquired the data, and we have the quality. And then now here we have the, in this phase of data preparation, what we actually do is, we set the final data set here, we set the final data and set here, and we will be using this data set for the modeling, which is the next phase. So to give a definition, it's all about collecting all the data and setting of the final data set, and that will be fed into the modeling tools that you are going to use in the next phase, that is data preparation. He also, we have some straightforward actions that we have to do. We have to select and decide what the data that we are going to use, and we also see how clean is the data. You can also go to the data quality. So they are actually interrelate. So what are the missing attributes that we have, is there any spelling mistake quickly in the data, and we have the correct verified data. And then we move on to construct the data, as where you actually develop new records, or you describe new attributes that you want to create. And fourth is where you integrate, where you combine multiple records and tables all together and integrate it, whether you aggregate the data. Fourth is the format, where you remove some illegal characters that you find, or if you want to trim the values as per model. So all that you can do in the formatting data. That's what we do in the data preparation. But if you see, major work actually focuses on the data preparation, but it may look simple, but it actually requires a lot of work. Modeling is very actually purpose various model techniques and select and apply them and see if you can apply that and what are the options that we have. So we have four major tasks here as well. Here we select the model and decide this is the model that we are going to build. It is going to be a neural network or whether techniques that we have, and then we going to test it. We are going to see generate a test and see the test quality, and we will see if there is an empirical test. That's how all we do in testing it. Third is where you create a model, and fourth is where you access the model. It is where you work with your business analysts, and then you result you combine them and then give it as a business output. So that's all we do in business, sorry, in modeling. The evaluation we actually create, we actually work with our business objectives, and then we came up with evaluation sheets, and then we came up with process reviewing, and then we will see if there is anything that we have to determine for the next steps. So here we actually summarize the whole result and then we give it as a business criteria. That's all we do in evaluation. For then, though the final phase to sixth phase is where you actually deploy. Deploying is where we actually present the report or decide to carry the project to next level, and we take and carry forward to the business steps or developing the steps that we have. So here we have some major tasks. We plan the development and monitor if it is the day to day activity, how do we monitor it or maintenance perform. And for this third is final report that we are going to submit to the actual business. Then we review the project. That's all we do in the whole process. If you now go to the actual diagram, yes, here actual diagram that we have now, you should get an understanding of what business understanding, data understanding, how the data is prepared, and what are the modeling that we are going to use and how we are going to evaluate and we are going to deploy it. Now if you see from the evaluation, it goes back to the business understanding, which means that we are may require multiple iterations. We may evaluate and then go to the business understanding and set the objective again and go through the process one more time. So there is, this is all we have in crisp diagram, and if you have any further queries, put it on and I will answer it to you. So that's all for today's session in crisp modeling framework. I hope you understand this and enjoy it, and that's all for today's session. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.